Hello and welcome to Grim Reactions. I'm Eric and today we're watching The Witcher episode 3. So, last time I was a bit peeved with Yennefer at the very end. Like, I don't really know what to think of her at this moment. So I'm interested to see what happens next with that. I'm also interested to see, like there's 3 parallel stories, it seems like. There's Yennefer, who was introduced last episode. There's Ciri, who's trying to find Geralt. And there is Geralt. Like, it's one of those shows where it's hard to find people to root for, you know? Because the whole concept is humans are the biggest monsters. And choosing between what's the lesser evil. And like that's like the whole concept. Like, everyone is morally compromised and no one can take the moral high ground. And that means that everyone is at some level despicable. Like, yeah, there's no good people, there's just people who are trying to survive. And then of course there's Geralt, who is the only one who is strong enough to have principles, really, you know. Like, it's like, if you're struggling to survive, it's hard to take a principled stand on anything. Like, we see that with, like, minimum wage workers who are, like, just trying to survive and, like, just... It's hard to be on a high horse when you're struggling to put food on the table. So it's a luxury. And I appreciate that. But it does mean that it's hard to find heroes in that, you know? So, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this and see if Yennefer can impress me this time around. Because I don't really appreciate that whole... Like, Tisaya seems like a very ends justify the means kind of person. The way she sacrificed those girls, the ones that she ascended, that she turned into eels to fuel, I'm assuming, the magical energies of the place, turned them into fuel for her ambitions, basically. And then the smile that she and Yennefer shared, that's what's making me suspicious of Yennefer. Like, are you willing to walk over the corpses of your friends to get to where you want to be? I don't know. Can we still root for her? Yeah, but it's harder, you know? Or are those girls, like, okay in some form? Are they going to be turned back? Is this just a temporary, like, penance? Like something you have to go through? I very much doubt it. But we'll see. So let's jump into this, shall we? Before we start, though, if you want to support me, you can do so on my Patreon. There you will find watch-along versions of everything I do, as well as unedited full reactions to Avatar. Also, do subscribe to the channel, because I release daily videos, and I do TV series on the weekdays and movies on the weekends. So stick around if you want to see what else I have coming. There's tons of fun stuff. So with that said, let's jump into The Witcher episode 3.
It comes on the full moon.
Okay. Oh.
When a wolf crosses a maiden's grave.
It
Starts growing.
And becomes a monster. Ooh. That's sick. That was really cool.
When it's big enough.
Geralt is so cool.
That
And Henry Cavill is
rips out.
such a piece of man candy. Those are some serious scratches, dude.
I swear by my
That's not Geralt. That's a different one.
3,000 orens. Up front.
Well then, deal made. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That was really cool, and this is really pretty. That's really pretty with the castle in the distance. I wonder what the life expectancy is for witchers. I like this sound design. It's really nice, with the chains clinking, being slightly disturbed by the wind. Dude's juicing. I'm assuming it's to assist with vision when they take the potion that makes their eyes go black. It's a little loud.
This,
Yeah, it's got company, huh?
Oh, Destiny, a kind of bitch. A whore like me wouldn't have to settle for her clients' telltales.
Oh, a professional.
Bless that prick with my fullest efforts too, and he
What's in
did all.
Samaria?
You blessed him, huh?
A few miners rounded up 3,000 orans to have it killed. Your boy took the coin and ran.
Oh, you don't know that. He was there. Didn't so much run as get eaten.
Don't judge me.
No. We all need some human comfort on occasion, you know.
You don't scare me.
Are you sure about that? Like, that's something I've learned. Because I'm mostly alone. I don't really have any friends or hang out with anyone. Or I'm basically a hermit. And never underestimate the value of human closeness. Hugs are very nice.
The king diddled whores while his subjects starved.
Yeah, and who is surprised by that?
And he rallied the people. And they took back what was theirs. I say we follow the lead!
While, like, revolution for democracy is good, don't fall for populist bullshit.
Your kind already swindled us once.
I take payment after the job is done. And for a third of the price. An apology.
Yeah, I mean, if he takes payment after the job is done, there's no risk.
Full test. Commits treason. He hides in his winter castle as we are eaten.
Yeah, that's not how monarchy works, dude.
Revenge will not ease your pain.
There's truth in that. An eye for an eye makes the world go blind. What the... What's going on? Oh, is it the monster?
Sorceress.
Witch.
Let's not split hairs, shall we?
Joe's kicking me out. Then sends his errand girl to slip me some coins so I kill his monster.
Yeah, you know, optics, how things look is very important.
I want you to help me save it.
Well, that's a twist and a half. Is it like a werewolf deal?
Was she pregnant?
Well, if she were, that would make her child the sole heir to the throne, as Foltest never married.
So you're gonna have a monster as a king? Ew, nasty. Yeah, exactly. The Witcher didn't run. He was just bested.
Only one creature I know is that picky and eater. A Striga.
Can I do something? They're just watching.
They have an audience, huh? Yeah, I am pretty impressed with her makeup.
It's a nice touch with the applause.
Oh, it was an illusion.
What do you want?
I think it's pretty clear what she would want.
I want to go back home to Adrian and never be her again.
That you are a first draft of what nature intended is.
We remake ourselves on our terms. The world has no say in it.
Yeah, play God.
Not to enlist a mutant mercenary for a game of sleuthing.
This is no game, Captain.
You say she's a girl. Then you will refer to her as Her Royal Highness.
Oh, save it, dude.
The Witcher's theory is nonsense. Princess Ada was the people's angel.
Oh, they don't like the idea about her being a hoe or just pursuing love, because that's equally likely. Because nobility is not allowed to marry whoever they want or be with whoever they want.
2 spidery legs, claws dragging in the dirt, an overgrown abortion.
Yes, you're ruining his appetite, dude. Oh, you got played so easily.
Who's the princess's father?
My men will kill you, Witcher.
They will try. Is what we can agree on, I think.
But the moment I mention the girl's father...
Oh.
Well, we never married.
Because he loved his sister. This is incest.
You are speaking to a king.
That is exactly my point. Why not produce your own heir? Why not kill the Striga?
Because it's his daughter.
Leave, Temeria. Never return.
Oh, you struck a nerve, Geralt.
Don't tell me they're employing druids, or worse, fortune tellers.
That's the norm, isn't it? Real magic people make fun of fortune tellers.
The only thing Sintra hates more than mages is elves.
Yes, and he knows she's a half elf. Oh no, quarter elf, right?
Prejudiced or not, you can't deny Sintra has operated outside our influence far too long.
Well, Sintra doesn't really exist at the moment.
All in favor of Yennefer to Nilfgaard instead of Fringilla.
Yeah, she'll really have her work cut out for her there.
I demand an audience with the chapter.
Oh, you're demanding now.
There's no power in puppeting fools. Especially one who'd sooner fondle his sorceress than listen to her.
I wonder how long she's been here.
Efforts in Sintra prevent the Brotherhood from placing a mage with elven blood in Aiden's court.
Oh, and then her little lover boy was the only one she told.
Stregobor did. Divine the rest.
And how did Stregobor know? But at the same time, you were kind of using him as well. So can you really be surprised, Yennefer? Geralt has not given up yet.
You were told to leave Temeria.
But come on. These views.
Foltest and Ada. What happened to them?
Yeah, we know what Geralt thinks about that.
Do you think he cursed her? Foltest.
No, I doubt that. Were you looking for that?
Letters. From Queen Sansia, Foltest and Ada's mother.
Oh, it was her.
Sansa wanted Ada's getting rid of the child.
Seems she refused, repeatedly.
So Sansa felt that she had no choice.
What was your relationship to Ada?
I'll protect her, even. We used to talk at great length about her troubles.
He was in love with... And he was in love with her, I'm guessing. And out of jealousy, he cursed her, maybe? Maybe?
You think he raped Ada and then cursed the child to cover it up?
I have no idea where this is going, man. I really have no idea.
Your scent was on her sheets.
Geralt?
I smelled what you were doing.
Whoops.
Foltest had no right.
Yeah, here we go.
He seduced Ada, but he didn't love her.
Not like I did.
I cursed Foltest, not her.
Countless are dead because of your jealousy.
Countless are dead because of Foltest.
No.
He lies to his people, and yet you wag your finger in my face.
You were the one who created the monster.
Can your apology save me from Nilfgaard? Do they make me more than my blood?
And you think this will?
Well, she's desperate. She doesn't know what else to do.
Do not turn this on me.
Oh, so we're pretending your precious rectress never ordered you to spy on me?
Yeah, she did order that. And you did do that, Yennefer. So, I mean...
You can't be serious.
We can travel a continent together. We can be together. We can forge a whole new destiny.
No, she has ambition. She's gonna be a sorceress.
Everyone's a pawn.
I will not be schooled by
Yeah.
a man who pimps the world to some romantic adventure.
Jesus, they're having a major falling out.
Seen and adored with everyone watching.
It is what I'm owed.
No amount of power or
No,
beauty
you're
will
not
ever
owed
make you feel
anything.
worthy of either.
Oh. That's mean. That's exactly what she's scared of.
Foltest! Leave your sister be.
Oh, this is in the past? Yeah, this is in the past.
You claim to be quite the artist?
Wait, is the Yennefer storyline in a different timeline, like earlier? Because the king and Ada were little at that point. So is this like is her story like taking place like 30 years ago or something? Oh, he is so long suffering.
Will this work? Answer honestly.
Honestly, don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I thought.
She's lived as an animal. All she's ever known is rage
Being a monster.
and hunger.
Yeah. She's gonna be feral. It's gonna be really hard to reintegrate her. The brooch. Thinking about the lesser evil?
A gift.
Oh, that's sweet.
Expect to see mourning.
This isn't my first time trying to save a princess who others see as a monster.
Oh, yeah.
I did try to resist at first. With Ada, we both did.
I like that he's being honest, the king. I like that they're both being honest. So did... Yeah, there he is. Did they get this guy to talk? Oh, no, that's why we're here. That's what the king meant by will this work?
Foltest must pay for what he did.
You must pay for what you did, dude.
She was hiding from the Brotherhood. Deacon, eine Entermine.
He remembered. Well done.
To be reborn, you will bear no more.
Oh, she's not gonna be able to have kids. She doesn't care. I wonder if it was Yennefer who created the monster.
You'd leave a man bound to die in such indignity?
Not a man.
You're a monster. Oh, I love the sound effects.
Please forgive me. It was Foltest.
No, don't, dude. This is why you're dying, because you're not accepting responsibility. I'm assuming, yeah, that's the umbilical cord. Ooh, that's a mean chain. I like that it's hitting the floor with it. Silver chain. No, that didn't work.
Fuck.
Oh, he's rearranging her nethers. Like, I wonder how that's gonna help with her spine, but then again, I'm not a sorcerer. He doesn't want to use the sword because he doesn't want to kill the Striga. That's thinking. That's thinking on your feet. Oh. How did he do that? How the frick did he remove her womb? Again, I'm not a sorcerer, so... Oh, I love that. There's some mean knuckles. Oh, Jesus. That was a heavy night. What did you expect, Geralt? She's feral. Now that's that's quite a transformation. Desire is freaking out. What the heck is going on? And everyone stops to look.
Are you aware that I'm in the market for just such a mage?
On your lead, Your Excellence.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, she's really ambitious. Did he get bitten, right?
Her neck.
She'll heal too.
Yeah, I thought he bit her. I don't know what happened to him. So how are they gonna explain the
Anyone
princess
else
showing up?
killed the princess. You chose not to.
No, it's because of Renfrey. He felt he couldn't do it again. Ah, so that's why he wanted to give the brooch away. Maybe because he feels he didn't want to hold on to it because it weighs on him what he did. Oh, hey Siri. So you were in this episode after all. Yes, Destiny's drawing closer, and then cut to Siri. Did the elf boy Dara, right? Did they not stay together? No, they did. He was there. She was summoned by something and had to leave.
Siri! Siri!
Is it something supernatural summoning Siri? And is using the arrows of the old battlefield to stop him from stopping her? Seems like it. Ooh, that's a big forest, and it looks awesome. So that was episode 3 of The Witcher. I have to say I think this is the best one yet. The one I liked the best, at least. Because there was more focus on witchering, so to speak. Like, one thing that I'm thinking about is Yennefer. Like, how long has she been at Aretusa? Because it feels like it hasn't been weeks. It feels like she's been there for like, I don't know, say half a year at least. Possibly years as well. I get that feeling because she's moving around the place, and the way she interacts with the people suggests a lot of familiarity. Because I felt that it wasn't like a one-to-one when it comes to like how much time spent in the previous episode when Yennefer was introduced, and Geralt was hunting or was looking into the matter with the elves. I felt that there wasn't like a one-to-one ratio in time spent, and this episode hits that home with the ball or the party at the end, because there was definitely those King Foltest and Ada as children, Because we saw a picture of them, and that was definitely them. So the things happening at Aretusa is happening not at the same time as the events with Geralt. It's happening like 30 years prior or something. Because they were also talking about Sintra, and Nilfgaard had invaded Sintra, and Sintra had fallen. And I'm assuming that takes place like Geralt and Ciri are in the same time period. Which means that if the Brotherhood of Sorcerers are talking about who to send to Sintra, that means Sintra hasn't fallen. Because it's previous. And that to me suggests that Yennefer will show up, and it will be like a shocking reveal to us, because she will be like older, or maybe not older because magic, so maybe magic helps them stay young, but she will be way more powerful. So I'm wondering what her role is in this whole, in the story. Like, how is she gonna interact? How is she gonna be part of Geralt's story? So Yennefer was really put through her paces this episode. And I understand that she wants to be reborn. I understand that she didn't feel like, that she wouldn't feel like she had to, as long as she had her sorcerer boyfriend. I keep blanking on his name. Let me check it. Let me look it up. So, like, as long as she had Istred, she didn't feel like she needed to change because she was appreciated for who she was. But when she found out that he had betrayed her, she wanted to be reborn into someone or something else. But that kind of bugged me a bit. Because yes, he was spying on her and reporting to Stregobor. But Yennefer was spying on him as well and reporting to Tisaya. So I was like, are you really in a position to attack him or like be mad at him because of that? Because like, you're exactly as bad. But then he completely went overboard. Like, I don't see them patching it up at all. That was the whole point of her rebirth. Like, she's done with her old life. She never wants to go back or think about that. She's moving forward. Because, and even if she wanted to, or if he wanted to, there's nothing to go back to because they said some really awful things to each other. So a sorceress created the Striga. I wonder who. Either Yennefer is going to be a major foil for Geralt, or a major ally. Like, I don't see her being like of minor importance to the story regarding Geralt at all. She's either like a really close ally, or she's the big bad. And if she's the big bad, then she's probably the one who created the Striga. I might be reading way too much into that. I don't know. Or it's just a function of, because Geralt has, like, he made it clear when he talked to Stregobor in episode 1 that he does not think highly of wizards. I like how Geralt, like, I know, yes, he's the hero, so like he's acting heroically, but I like the fact that he like tries to go out of his way to do the right thing, even when it's like detrimental to him, because most people wouldn't. Like fighting the Striga until dawn. I really enjoyed that. I don't see how like just it becoming dawn would break the curse. I don't see that. I don't understand that. But why not? It's gonna be really awkward when they try to introduce the princess. When Foltest tries to bring her back. Like, because like, who knows how long that's gonna take. But she is the legitimate heir to the throne, so, I mean, who knows? And I really wonder whether Geralt would have gone to these lengths if it hadn't reminded him so much of the situation with Renfri. A princess who everyone thought was a monster. I wonder about that. He probably would have been less inclined to try so hard. But I don't know. That's just what I'm assuming, because like the whole theme of it all is that humans are flawed. People are flawed. And are usually just looking out for themselves. Here's something else that I'm wondering about. Would this episode have happened this way with the incestuous relationship? Like, I understand that this whole series would not have existed if it wasn't for Game of Thrones, because that was clearly a major influence on, like, it was such a success that everyone is trying to do it. Or, like, not everyone, but, like, you know, there's going to be a lot of series that are influenced by that massive success and try to replicate it. That's the whole thing here. Like, it's the very moral gray area, like what's good, what's bad, what's good, what's evil, like machinations and people just doing what it takes to get ahead. So the series as a whole would not have existed if not for Game of Thrones. But this episode, specifically, the incestuous relationship, if that would have been the same if not for Game of Thrones, because like that's been a pretty major taboo, I think, previously. And then Game of Thrones happened, and now it's everywhere, with stepsisters getting stuck in places that are very hard to get stuck in. And so on, you know what I mean. But with that, I think we'll leave it. So, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Do subscribe to the channel if you want to stick around. Drop your comments down below. I enjoy reading them, and I enjoy responding to them if I have the time. Doing these like one video a day is taking a lot more time than I thought it would. And I'm also I'm very sleepy at the moment, so I'm like sleeping 12, 14 hours a day, so it's hard to keep up with everything, but I'll do my best. So with that said, I thank you very, very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.